What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today we're going to be going over the latest change in the collection. Yes, this was my office, but this ain't my office no mo. That is not my horse head. This is not my desk. There are just remnants of what used to be my office. The wife got a like a half remote job, half in whatever you want to call it, but basically 3 days a week remote. So I decided to give up my office, give her this room. So this is her desk, this is where she'll be working, and then we're going to be getting a bed frame here and kind of making this back into like the fourth bedroom. So if anybody ever stays here, D-Lo, then we can have a spot for friends and family. So that's where it was. Now if we go out here, there's my kids' kitchen. This is the basement. So here's what I've done. I've moved my cases out here into our basement living area. It's a little busier now because I'm basically combining two rooms into one, but here's a good look. We have two TVs, basically for watching football on NFL Sundays. We can have like the Packer game on one, Red Zone on the other. I moved my mini helmets, which I really love. I love collecting helmets. It's another passion of mine. So I moved the helmets out here. If any of you football geeks are into helmets, or even, I love the logos, love the helmets, I love where they've come from. So here's my mini helmets, and that's kind of how everything looked when I started watching football back in like 93. Have a replica Lombardi trophy from Super Bowl 45 when the Packers beat the Steelers. And then we do have some throwbacks here. I'm still deciding on what I want to do with, like if I get another case to display these in, but I'm really a nut here. So what I want to do is when these teams wear their throwbacks, typically I put up in here, I'll either do the standings or, who's playing who week to week, and I'll face them against each other. So maybe I'll put the helmets up there and kind of switch it up once in a while. It's weird, I know, but I'm just into it. I'm also into bourbon. You guys didn't know that. So this is a legit Buffalo Trace bourbon barrel. And I have a bunch of Buffalo Trace on top there. So it's not expensive, but it's hard to find. So whenever I find some, I have to pick it up. This is me on the left, sitting on Ray Nitschke's lap. And then he signed this page of like a Packer yearbook for me. So that's very special. Got to meet him when I was just a young lad. But here we have the main TV. We got the PS5. But what we did with the cases here was basically made it into like a TV stand. So instead of doing 4 high, we did 2x2. And I made a top board over the top and just cut it to size, spray painted it. And cost me about, $40 with the board and the paint. So, it's an alternative to go in the Module case route if you want to save some money. But if I'm just sitting down watching TV, this is what we're looking at here. So I think this looks really good. Haven't really changed anything in the cases. It's still the vehicles. It's still kind of Dark Knight and then my one-offs. But I just think it looks pretty polished. At first I wasn't sure how it would look, but I'm really actually pretty excited about it. And then where we have the lights off and these are on, it just looks really cool. Have the Batmobile lit up so you can kind of see, and we got that hardwired. I do have the DeLorean hardwired, but unfortunately you have to manually turn that on and off. So yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And here you can see kind of my miscellaneous figures. And we do have the Hot Toys 66 Batman, the Mars Toys Joker, In-Art Joker, and of course the BVS Batman. Looking good there. I might move the miscellaneous here over to the other cases and do like an Avengers row here, like Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow. I might change that up a little bit, but we'll see. So now if we look at the room from where we're standing here, I had a bar over here, which I had to sell to make room. But I think this works really well. I think there's actually more space, and I really am happy to have this out here because this is like the movie room. So I can enjoy movies or watching football with my figures. It doesn't have to be in my office or in a separate room now. So I'm really excited about that. It took a lot of prep and thought to get this all to work, and I did have to get rid of some things. Wound up selling my Nickelodeon turtle statues. Gonna be selling my Nano Gauntlet, my 1-to-1 Hot Toys, maybe a couple other things as well. But coming over here, so the desk is kind of out in the open now, but it's still kind of tucked away. So I think it looks good. It's spaced out. There's enough room. It does, it's not messy. It's a big thing if it's going to be out in the open. If it's all together, I need this place to look as clean as possible and organized. So I think I did an okay job. But yeah, here's where the magic happens. The iMac. We have our streaming devices here. We do have a mini Packers helmet chrome that's signed by Sterling Sharp, one of my favorite receivers growing up. We do have this is the actual Sports Illustrated from when the Packers won Super Bowl II. Jerry Kramer, who's carrying Lombardi, signed it. Put Coach's Last Ride. So I got to meet him. That was really cool. And then we have a Buffalo Trace clock. It's the top of a bourbon barrel. And then Brett Favre, signed. So definitely into football as well. Let me know if, again, there's any football geeks out there. But yeah, coming over here, I'm still debating on getting this case on risers, like 8-inch risers, just to get closer to the ceiling. And so you don't see like all of those wires up there. I don't think it looks bad, but if we have that room to spare, why not get this lower shelf up a little bit more? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I don't think there's much changed here. Still waiting on Cad Bane. So you can see the Star Wars figures. Sorry I didn't take the plexiglass off, but this is just kind of a look-see into the room change. But Star Wars, very proud of my Star Wars collection. Very happy with that. And we go to Marvel. Changed up some of the poses recently. I gotta do something else with this. I do have more back half shells on order with Maju Case as well. I did order 3. So I need 2 for the bottom and then 1 for the top yet. Do have the tumbler all hooked up to the power as well. So that looks a lot better with the lights on. I also swapped Bane with his Hot Toys body. He was with the Fison body. I put him back into his Hot Toys so I could get the coat on. And I did this pose and I actually really like it. It looks just a lot better. And then we have the DX19. And then we just use some rock bases to make it look more like a Batcave or, Batman. DC right here. Again, love DC. Such cool figures. They don't get enough love. Still waiting on my rooted Wonder Woman, so we'll see when Sideshow decides to get her to me. But yeah, and then we moved the Govee light, the Glide back out here. So we have the pink and then we have the blue all around the cases. And it's just easier to get around it now too, so I can wire figures in here too. There's just a hole right here, but you can see I just have the LEDs going all the way around. And then when you're a step back, it looks a lot better. You just see that glow. So I really like that. And then of course the light box is on top. Dark Knight, Joker, Star Wars, and Marvel. So this is probably now where I'll film like reviews. And I'll pull the tail out and have to figure out a new backdrop, but right back in this closet here as well is where I have all of my boxes. So I'm a little bit closer to those. Not much light there, but well, you kind of see. And then it goes under the steps. Yeah, a lot of boxes. But yeah, so that's the new setup. I'm really happy with it. I might have another DF coming. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new setup in the comments below. Let me know if it's too cluttered. The wife's thought maybe it's starting to look a little cluttered, but I'm happy with it. I told her, like, I think I did pretty good for what I had to work with, in offering up the office. So really digging this TV stand too, and just being able to like put stuff on top as well. So yeah, really happy with that. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button. And until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.